Well, 8 Aussie sporting legends will join the project's very own Liz Ellis in being inducted into Sport Australia's Hall of Fame next month. Oh, Liz, you're writing the scripts now. That's good. Among them, motorsport champion Mark Skaife, world champion surfer Mick Fanning, Olympic gold medalist Sally Pearson.
Yes.
Sally and Mick received their medals today from another Aussie sporting hero. There he is, America's Cup-winning skipper John Bertrand.
Sort of like getting called back and getting recognised when you feel like you're finally forgotten.
When it comes, you're like, oh wow, okay, this is what happens when you retire and you're acknowledged for your amazing efforts, and it's really special.
All great, all worthy, but what about this?
Yeah.
The first ever female bowls player to be entered into the Sport Australia's Hall of Fame. Her name is Karen Murphy. She's a 4-time champion. She's with us now! Karen, huge congratulations. What was it like when you first received the news?
Yeah, it was unexpected, I think would be the first thing I'd say. But, yeah, John rang me around 11 o'clock and just sort of told me the news, and he asked me, how are you? And I sort of burst into tears. I'd actually just lost my mum a couple of hours before, so it was a really tough day. It was a tough week, to be honest. And, yeah, Mum had brain cancer, so... yeah, she passed about 6 a.m. and John rang about 11, so it was a hugely emotional day. So sad, but on the other side of that was some nice news with the news of the induction. So I'm sure she would have been really proud.
Did she used to go and watch you bowl, Karen? And if she did, what type of a fan was she? Was she loud? Yeah. Was she vocal, or did she just give you a little nod?
Yeah, she was the little nod type, and Dad was the same, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, bowls is such a great sport in that you can play a sport with your mum and dad or your grandparents, sort of thing. So they were a huge part of my career. Yeah, it's been really cool.
Well, Karen, this award is a recognition, of course, of not just you, but also your sport. So, I've known you for a long time. We went to the '98 Commonwealth Games together, and you often talk about this, about bowls being considered as a high-performance sport. So how important is an award like this to have bowls recognised in that high-performance realm?
Yeah, it's super important, Liz. I think, over my career I've seen a great change in the sport, one for the better. Obviously, when I first started, it was wearing, whites and big hats, and it wasn't very cool back in the day when I started. But to see it get to where it has, yeah, super proud where the sport's come to. It really is huge for us as a whole.
Karen, my family group chat has been lit up today with the news of you being inducted, because I'm not sure if you remember, my grandmother, Mary Thurbon, was the district president at Nowra Bowling Club.
Oh, she's nodding.
I don't know if you remember her. I'm sure in your memory it's just filled with, white-headed old people you've played lawn bowls with over the years. But she loved you more than anything. She's no longer with us, but you would have made her so proud today. And I'm sure, is that something you're aware of, like how... like grassroots the community of lawn bowls is, and how excited they all would be today?
Yeah, I remember Mary, and she was a really good friend of mine. I played the Nowra pairs with her back in the day. So, yeah, she was a bit of a trailblazer herself, actually. She was, I think, one of the first females on the board at Nowra Bowling Club. So I guess from a trailblazer point of view, I think when you're playing a sport, you're present, you're competitive and all that sort of thing. But I think when you stop and you retire, you're grateful about the people that were on your journey with you, and it takes a village to do what you do. And yeah, grateful would be the word of the day for me, I think.
Oh, well, we're grateful that you took the time to talk to us, Karen. Congratulations once again. You so deserve it.
I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me. Big fan of the show. Thanks.
You know what this means? What? You've got good bowling genes, my friend.
Oh, I do after about 8 beers with no shoes on. That's what I do my best.
2026 Commonwealth Games.
Yeah,
there is time.
Okay, see you losers. I'm going to go train.